Welcome to the Open Job Pink Couch, and we are moving into the corporate realm today. And Brian, fresh off the GBTA conference, we want to hear from you what you found. What was the mood, first of all, at the conference?
Oh, well, the mood was great. It was very upbeat mood, and probably more so than the last couple of years with all the effects of the energy sector downturn that we've had, especially in Canada.
Right.
And very upbeat, lots of networking, lots of people working together, talking about business opportunities. So yeah, I would say it was great.
Okay. I don't somehow picture it being exactly the same as a leisure type of conference where you have dancing girls and all kinds of sort of trade show exhibits, et cetera, a little bit more down key, but you're saying it was, for that type of event, it was upbeat.
Definitely.
Okay.
There was approximately 800 people this year.
Wow,
so,
impressive.
And every year the attendance goes up. The event is attended by corporate buyers, which are typically corporate travel managers of corporations, right? Canadian and US, and the travel vendors, so travel management companies like ourselves are always there. The airlines, car rental, hotel companies, some of the new people that you would see at a conference like this now are technology providers, so the online booking tool providers, and also the shared economy
Right. That's a whole new field, isn't it?
Are all participating at these events.
Interesting. Yeah. Now, the release that came out this afternoon says that it's a travel, business travel in Canada contributes 40 billion to the GDP. That's a lot of billions, 40 billions.
Big number.
Big number. So what did you learn about that when you were there?
Well, I think what's important is with all the technologies today, everybody talks about how you can be interactive and you can be virtual and you don't necessarily have to be face to face. But I think particularly with business travel or just business in general, there's still a need to be face to face. And so the travel business, particularly on the corporate side, is still growing exponentially. People are getting back on planes. If you've flown lately, I'm sure you have, the flights are full. And the interesting part about that is premium product. If you look at the premium product by the airlines, car and hotel companies, everybody is going to push for the new premium product.
Yeah, it's a major, major competitive area. I'm glad to hear you say that it's coming back. I always thought that the packed planes had more to do with the really sophisticated revenue management systems at the airlines than in the demand shifts. But you're saying that demand is growing, and you can tell from your own business.
Demand is growing. We see companies that are, particularly, it's interesting, Canadian and North American companies buying corporations around the world. And so a lot of companies who in the past maybe only traveled in North America are now traveling globally. And then we have to meet the needs of those customers as they travel with the various organizations that they buy around the world.
We keep seeing a lot of information about the new Supersonic planes that are going to come back so that the business travelers don't have to spend so much time on aircraft. Do you think that's going to happen?
Oh, I don't know how soon that's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, I think the trend that you see now is with the new types of aircraft that they're building, the lighter, more sophisticated, fuel-efficient aircraft. You're getting direct service between not only major markets but by mid-markets, and that's really driving business.
And we're spoiled that way from Canada, aren't we?
We're certainly spoiled.
Fantastic service out of Canada. What I want to ask you lastly is there's a lot of research and a lot of discussion around the coveted business traveler. What is it? What are their priorities? What are their pain points? What do they really want? From your experience in dealing with a lot of business travelers in your world, what does a business, the road warrior of the past has changed. Points are not obviously their primary motivation. What are they looking for?
Well, there's two primary groups, I think. The one is the so-called road warrior, the more technical traveler who's traveling for a company. Often they're having to do site visits and things of that nature. A lot of the business that we were handling at one point up into the oil sands area was a lot of this type of traveler, where it was very repetitive travel, back and forth to the same locations, and those travelers were really looking for convenience, and that's what the airlines were providing for them. They weren't looking for the business class upgrades. They weren't
So it's the schedule.
Right. Then you have the other group. I think the other primary group of travelers is more the C-suite travelers, the executive travelers who are traveling, and these are the travelers that, if you were to look at the premium products that are coming out now by the airlines, the lounges, the lie flat seats.
Sometimes I feel very lie fat when I'm on those aircraft.
These are the travelers that they're trying to attract.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you for that update. And it sounds like the GBTA conference is the place to be next year, if things continue in this direction.
GBTA Canada is a growing conference every year.
Yes.
It's very, very successful.
Okay, glad to hear it. Thanks.
You're welcome.